Okay, I do my video. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Blissful Couples Corner. Happy weekend, happy Saturday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Okay, based on where you are watching from. I am currently in Illinois, Chicago. So I am still in the morning. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you, wherever you're watching from. Okay. I want to thank everyone for joining us this Saturday morning or Saturday evening or afternoon. Happy weekend. I see my sister, our Eme Bride. And I see my sister, powerful minister, and Lara Ndu. Thank you so much for joining. As you come in, please share the link. Share. I have something to share today, and I hope that it blesses somebody. I hope that it teaches somebody. I'm going to take the time to try to share a little bit because I just made up my mind last minute last night to do this live, so I'm going to have to just help me as you come in. Just share it with every other person in your link. Please share. Share to your groups, share to your profile, share, and share. So today we're going to be talking about baby mamas, okay? Baby mama drama. This week, a few couple of days ago, I had a conversation with one of my friends, and we were talking about this thing. Something happened. One of our friends had this issue, and it got me so upset. Like, I don't even know what to say, but the whole drama just got me upset because sometimes we find ourselves in places, we take advantage of things, and we don't know where tomorrow, we don't know where we will find ourselves tomorrow, or who will need to assist us, or whose help we will need tomorrow. So we talked about that topic, and it really touched me. I decided that, hey, I have to say something about it. Let me try to share. Like I said, I'm trying to share to many people because I wasn't ready to go live today, so a lot of people don't know that I am actually live. So let's try to put some people in. Please just share as you come. Share as much as you can, please, so that we can reach as many people as we can. It's very important. If you cannot, you can also share on your YouTube. I'm also on YouTube, so you can go there and share. I know some people are not on the Facebook; they prefer YouTube. So let me see. YouTube, so you can share from here. Let me see. Copy the link. YouTube, so you can share from here. BCC. All right. Okay. So like I said, yes, my sister, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, okay, but by principalities and powers, rulers of darkness. It's all about spiritual fight. It is not about physical fight. So let's dive into the program for today. I'm gonna be as quick as I can because I have another commitment. I gotta run to church as quickly as I can. So today, I hope everybody can hear me well, and I hope my camera, my setting. I'm still trying to make sure my settings are okay. Just bear with me, okay, until we start getting this money to have those professional things. All right, if you can hear me well, please let me know. Give me those thumbs ups and let's begin. So today, again, happy Saturday, happy weekend, blissful family. I hope we are all doing well. Today we will be talking on our topic is blackmail, baby mama blackmail. Okay, how to safeguard your marriage, protect your marriage from manipulative baby mamas. We know that things happen and a lot of people have baby mamas out there. Baby mamas just mean that probably you had a child with the girl and things happen. You didn't get married to her. You guys didn't marry and now you have your life. Or you were thinking you had a one night stand. Yes, people do have one night stands and they get pregnant. And you got pregnant and the girl got pregnant. You are married and now baby mama is there. You got to deal with that. You have to take care of your child. Okay. And baby mama thing is very important. It's very critical here in the United States because there is something called child support. One second, guys. There is something called child support. Anyway. So sorry, guys. So there is something called child support here in the United States. So that is why baby mama think they know that they have rights. They know that they have all the authority. Okay. But back home, we don't have this craziness. You have a child with a man. I mean, you are even begging for them to help you. Okay. But here is a different thing. It's another thing, you know. And blackmailing in any relationship is not good. Whether it is your marriage, whether it is what is a big concern, because sometimes there is a ripple effect. There's like a snowball like effect. You may want, you the lady, you may start to think that you just want to pull some strings. Before you know it, the devil takes possession of you and you start doing stuff out of the ordinary, things that you don't even know that you would do them. Okay. Before you know it, you start really being so evil. So It is very important that a man identifies whether their baby mama is trying to manipulate them, is trying to blackmail them. Especially if you are the man that you are married. If you are married, it is so important that you identify that. Because if you don't realize or know that they are trying to manipulate you, they are trying to blackmail you, you are going to crash your marriage. You're going to crush your marriage. Your marriage is going to crumble. Because the only reason, or one of the reasons that the ladies do that, the baby mamas do that, is because probably they are jealous. You didn't get to end with them. Probably they're trying to get back at you for something. I don't know. But the end result is that marriage is the target. That marriage will be destroyed if you are not careful. So I'm going to talk about some few things, about 5 or 6 signs for you to know, to see that your baby mama is trying to manipulate you or is trying to blackmail you to destroy your marriage. Key things you need to really, really, really pay attention to that. And before we get into that, I want to say that the way you handle these things too will matter, whether they will continue or they will not continue. But first, let's look at the signs. How do you tell that your baby mama is trying to blackmail you? Number 1, they have this manipulative behavior. They will be using the child as a leverage for everything that they want from you. And because they know that, especially if you're the kind of man that you love your child, or maybe you didn't even have a child, or you have children, because there are some people that have probably only girls, for example, with their wives, and it happens to be that the baby mama has the boy, and now she's taking it as though she is Queen Elizabeth. It may be the other way around. The man has only boys with his wife, and baby mama has that girl child, and now she's like the Queen of England, the Lolo. So she's using this child as a leverage to get anything that she wants. She will threaten the man. She will threaten you that you may not see the child, threaten you for custody and stuff like that. So that is the manipulative behavior that I want the men to see. If your baby mama is threatening you, every time you want to see the child, she's refusing. She denies access to the child. She threatens you that if you don't do something for her, you will not see the child. She threatens you that if you don't do this, she will fight custody and all those things. So that is number 1, manipulative behavior. They are manipulating you, especially when they know that you are the type that you so want that child so badly, and you are the one that you are weak. They take advantage of that. They use the child as leverage. If you don't do this, you will not get to see the child. If you don't do that, you will not get to see the child. If you don't do this, I will fight custody and take this child away from you. You will not even get to have that access that you have. So that is number 1 thing. If you have a baby mama that is doing this kind of thing, trying to use the child every time to get her way, then know that that is one way that she's manipulating you. And this manipulation comes in several aspects. The second thing is that they will make unreasonable demands. They will ask for things that are like impossible. They will ask for things that they know that it is outrageous. And this is when greed comes in. When the baby mama becomes greedy, and then that shows a sign of jealousy, a sign of envy. She wants to be in that position that your wife is in, but she's not there. So she's trying everything to get under your skin, everything to make you unhappy. Outrageous financial demands, because she knows that when she asks for those things, when she demands that kind of money or that kind of thing that is too much, you have no option or let me not say you have no option. She knows that you if you do what she's asking you to do, you and your spouse will have a problem in the house. You and your wife will have a problem in the house. Number one is something that you cannot even do without even asking your wife, because she may ask you for money that is outrageous. Now, how do you go about giving money to somebody that without telling your wife that is that amount? Let's say she asks you for a 20,000 or 25,000, something, because she knows that you have that ability to have the money. Okay. Now, she knows that if you take that money out of your account, it's too much. Your wife is going to know. So that's already a problem. Number two, even if you discuss it with your wife, that's going to be a friction already with your wife, because she knows that your wife is going to argue about it and you guys are going to get in an argument. So that is another way that she is being manipulative, and everything is around the child. If you don't give me this money, you will not do this. You will not see this child. You will not do this one. So they're asking for those huge demands in exchange for you to have access to your child. That should tell you that this woman is up no good. This baby mama is up no good. Using the child as a leverage, threatening you, asking for outrageous demands, outrageous sums of money, asking for things that you even to your wife you have not yet done before. So you have to be very careful with such people. Now, another thing that they try to do, they will try to always take you away from your partner. They will try to always take you away from the time that they know that you have to be spending that time with your wife or with your family. They want to take you from that time. So they know that you work Monday to Friday, for example, and they know weekend is the time that you get to spend with your family. But for every time that she wants something for you to do for the kid, for the child, she will put it on the weekend, on the time that she knows that that is the time that you ought to be spending with your family. Oh, Junior has this Saturday at this time. Do you think you can take him there? That take him there is take us there. The one that is even nice a little bit, they'll say take him there. But the one that is so nonchalant, they'll say take us there. So they feel so entitled. If you have a baby mama that feels so entitled, my friend, my brother, be careful. This video is for guys. Please share these videos to any of your brothers. The guys, share it to them. If you have a baby mama that constantly wants to take you, if they keep giving you an appointment with the child at the time that it is the time that you need to spend with your family, that is a red flag to tell you that this woman is manipulating you. She's trying to pull you away from your family. She's trying to create a problem with your wife. Be careful. You have to talk on that. Don't let that happen. Okay? Every time she wants to see you, she will put at that time, and she's giving the excuse that it is a child who wants to see you. Junior wants this. Junior has this thing. Junior has to. Oh, it's just for Junior. Me, I have my things to do. I've been with him all time, all through the weekend. I have this appointment. So can you take him too? And if you say no, now they'll say, oh, okay, if you cannot take him, then you are not a man enough. You cannot be his dad. You cannot have access to him. So or her. So they're doing everything to take you away from your family time. Guys, wise up. Open your eyes and see these things. Okay. Another thing they do is they try to communicate with you through your child. In this case, it's not direct communication, indirect communication. Okay. So, for example, she can, if it's the kind of people that are crazy, she can try to send a message to you. especially the ones, there's some baby mamas that really loved the men, but it just happened that it couldn't work out, or it just happened that they had bad influence or something. Now, some of them, they have the child is already big. Now they can go for weekend to their parents, okay, to their dad, and with a message from the mother. The child is innocent, may not understand what is going on. I mean, every child wants their parents to be together. Maybe the mother have been telling the child something, and he gets there, conveys a message that if your wife hears, it's going to be a problem. And that message is not coming from that child. It may be, for example, like, Daddy, why did you not marry my mom? I don't think a child will really sit and want to ask you that kind of question if he has not been engineered, or he has not been told, or if something has not been put in his mind concerning that. I don't think that a child will just sit and ask you that, Daddy, why didn't you marry my mom? Or Daddy, why did you abandon us? So we have to be very careful. Sometimes some of those questions, when you listen to them, don't look at the child. Try to understand. Try to think, at this age or with this child, can he really ask me this question out of the blues? Why is he asking this question? It can be a message from the mom. It can be a message from the mother. You have to be very careful. Another thing that I want to say here is, for those that already have these baby mamas, and already have these kids that are big, and they come to their homes, you should be very careful to set the boundaries as to what they can say to your wife or not. Because sometimes they come and they feel so entitled, they think that since your wife is not their mom, they can do anything. And sometimes engineered by their mother. They may be coming to their house for that weekend, and probably they have had a discussion with mom, and mom tells them, be careful, don't listen to her, she's not your mom, this and that. So you have to be very careful. Hi Azinu, hi, please share the link, share to people. Okay, we are talking today about baby mama drama, blackmailing from baby mama, and how to identify them, how to fight them. Okay, so we have said that. The last thing I was saying is that be careful and set boundaries with your daughter, because sometimes they may be coming to your house with information, with messages from their mom to you, something that the mom will not normally not ask you, but they will send the child to talk to you about it in the form of a question. Like I was saying, they can say, Daddy, why didn't you marry my mom? Daddy, what did my mom do to you? Why did you abandon? When a child asks you something concerning their mother and you both relationship, don't be quick to be angry, but try to find out where the question is coming from. Most of the time, you will see that it's coming from the mother, and they're trying to they know that if your wife hears those kind of questions or those kind of conversation, it's going to bring tension. So the aim, most of the time, with these manipulative, crazy baby mamas, is that they want to destroy your marriage. So you should be very careful. So number one, we have said that they are manipulative. They use the child as a leverage to get something from you. They threaten you to take custody. They threaten your access to the child. The other one is that they attempt to take you away from your spouse. So the time that they know that is the time that you have to spend with your family, your wife, that is the time where they think that they can make appointment with you and Junior to meet. That's the time they think that they have to make appointment for Junior to go somewhere. Then they call you, this weekend, I no go there. I guess on other commitment. Then if you take Junior, una go for this thing. That is the time that they want. They know very well that is your time with your family. but they're trying to take you away from that, and they do that all the time. Please, guys, if you notice that, you have to address it. The problem with guys is that everything to them is okay. Sometimes you see this thing is so clear, the handwriting is written all over the wall, but they are still not understanding. I don't know what is wrong with their brain sometimes. Baby mama threatens your access to the child. Okay? Threatening your access to the child, that's being manipulative. Everything about them is manipulation. That is short, that is even a keyword. Every other thing falls under manipulation. And it's being driven by envy. It's being driven by jealousy. It's being driven by regrets. Maybe you left her and she has not been able to get married. But you are there in a blissful marriage. You are gallivanting everywhere with your wife and your children. And she's like, hey, I was the one who's supposed to be here. So it is sometimes from a place of resentment, from a place of envy. So sometimes this thing can go really far. That is why you need to identify it and start fighting it very fast. If not, it's going to consume you. So they use the child as a leverage, threatening you to limit your access to the child if you don't do what they want you to do, threatening you with custody to fight you unless you give their demand. They give number 2, unreasonable demands. They can ask you for an outrageous sum, especially for those who are wealthy, men who are wealthy. They will ask you for such money that they know that it will cause problem in your house. Number 1, either way, it will still cause a problem. Number 1, you tell your wife, hell no, I am not going to accept for you to give her 30,000 grams. Are you kidding me? Over my dead body. I will not. So you tell me, I will disagree. Number 1. And if I disagree and you agree, then they will fight. So we have problems. Number 2, you can say that the man can say that, okay, I will not, since if my wife knows it, she will not agree and I don't want to fight with her. So I'll just take it, I'll just maliciously take it and give it to her. No, uncle, your wife will still know. If you can maliciously take it and give it, your wife will still know. Guess who will tell her? The baby mama will tell her, because she will run her mouth. Because that's exactly what she wants. Both of you to have problems. So use your brain. Be wise. So they'll threaten you, unreasonable demands, and they will consistently make the child to show up or have themselves, she and the child, show up on times that are odd. They can show up in your house. Oh, Junior just wanted to see you, so I just call me, auntie. Call before you come. In short, my house does not even have access to you. Okay, and for those who know that you are restricting access to them, they want to use the child now to plant that child in your house. The child now is a monitoring spirit in the house. Your own child becomes your monitoring spirit, monitoring everything that is happening in your house and telling her. And then she's developing new strategies on how to fight. The aim is to destroy your marriage. She's developing new strategies on how to, to fight you. If there's any problem, or if you came to weekend and people have a little quarrel, a little misunderstanding, and the child knows about it, they will tell you. Then you try to bring your own away to come and make as if you are nice to draw his attention. Uncle, you people should be careful. The child will bring instability in your marriage if you do not set boundaries. Don't let your child and your baby mama to be the one to destroy your marriage. Set your boundaries, even with the child. And the boundaries go from as little as and as complicated as, if it is complicated, seeing your wife and respecting her as your wife. Not the one that will come in your house and they don't listen to your wife. And usually they come because, if you see those who behave like that, is because they have something that their mother have told them. And again, I also said that they are sending messages through the child. The child may ask you questions. That doesn't seem like, why is he asking this kind of question? So when they ask questions, for example, oh, why did you marry my mom? What happened? Why did you? Did you abandon us? Know that that question has a deeper root. Find out and stop it. Okay. I already talked about separating you from your spouse. They try everything to take you away from the time that you have to spend with your family. They know everything about your house. That's something I have to understand. Okay. So, another thing that they do, that some of them do, is that they threaten you to damage your reputation. There's a say in French that says "mouiller se mouiller, il n'y a pas de mouiller sec." Meaning that if I should translate to the English, it means that when you're wet, you're already wet. I mean, if you have messed up, you are messed up. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just like you are crying over a spilled milk. The milk is already spilled, my dear. The only thing you need to do is look for a rag and wipe it. Clean your mess. Okay? Clean your mess. So some of them will come and say that, oh, especially those, God, especially for some of those that are still hiding. Because some people get married and for years, their wives don't know that they even have children outside. So they're still hiding it. So at that point, the woman is threatening them that, oh, I will let everybody know. I will tell your wife about the child. My dear uncle, that milk don't spill. You took your milk, you flushed it everywhere, and something happened. Since you could not contain Dixon, he spilled the milk, and the milk messed up. So clean it. Go tell your wife about it. That is the only way you can stop that particular one. Because the only reason they say destroy your reputation is because you're hiding something. So that's what they will do. Those are the signs for you to know that this woman is manipulating you, is blackmailing you. Constant threats. You will not see Junior. You will not see this. You will not do this one. You will not have custody. The Junior is sick. They are calling you at midnight at 1 a.m. in the night. Junior is sick. He has to go to the emergency. So bloody what? You don't know number for 911. Why are you calling my phone? Why are you calling my husband at 1 a.m. in the night that Junior is sick? You don't know hospital road? Or is my husband a doctor? Then you to the man, you are waking up. Kunya, 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 kunya. Every time they do the same thing. Every time the same thing. And when you go, you don't even see the Junior is fine. Fever. It's okay to have fever. It's okay to have fever. Get some Tylenol. Get some ibuprofen. Get something. Now, if it gets really serious, take the child to the hospital and meet you in the hospital. I don't have to come to your house at 1 a.m. to come see Junior with fever. Men, use your brain. I don't know where your brain is. I don't know where the brain of these men. Anyway, let's not even go there. They say when I get two brain, it doesn't say the other brain function part the other one. So, but when I be careful. If they call you, baby ma calls you at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., any time of the day. All times, the time that they know that you are with your wife. That is when Junior has temperature. That is when Junior has diarrhea. That is when Junior had a nightmare. Junior get high nightmare. You call me for 1 a.m. night. Now I can't cast out the demon for Junior. Or make you do it. Sometimes you are calling them, oh, Junior had a nightmare. I think it's spiritual attack. The man, your Junior, your papa don't even know one verse of Bible. You are calling it man was come and cast out spiritual something from Junior. Oh God, open your eyes. Wise up, men. Identify these things and know that they are manipulation from your baby mama, and the aim is to destroy your marriage. So once you have identified this thing, what do you have to do? There are several steps, several things that you can do. But I just want to talk about those three. And the first two are the most important things. Especially if the aim is to destroy your marriage. Once you do that, you have just blocked it. Number one, if you discover that this your baby mama is blackmailing you, I wonder why this child is screaming. If you discover that your baby mama is blackmailing you, the first thing you have to do, my advice, have a conversation with her and ask her what exactly she wants. Most of the time, the reason they do that is because they are still in love with you. So they are finding a way to get back to you or to get back into your bed. Find a way to ask them. Have an open and honest. I always say, listen, there is nothing that is more than communication. Open, honest communication. Ask them, what is the issue? Why are you doing this? And get their side of the story. It may be that they're trying to get back at you because you did something to them so bad. Go ahead and apologize. And beg her that you guys to move forward. She should move with her life. Let you, so that you can also move with your own life. And do things for the good of the child and not for personal benefits. Once you have that conversation with her, the first time, she doesn't listen. If she continues doing it, and you have that conversation 3 times, she continues doing what she's doing. Uncle, I want to first of all believe, I don't want to believe that you first of all got married and your wife didn't know about the baby mama drama thing. So, now, in a normal sense, your wife should know that there is a baby mama. So she already knows that you have a child outside, okay, out of wedlock. So that's not a problem. But now, the second thing you should do after talking to her and she doesn't listen is sit your wife down, talk with your wife and tell her exactly that you feel like this woman is trying to blackmail you. Because all these other things that have been happening, it all shows blackmail. If in the case that you were not telling her, because some men, they'll allow things to accumulate, they leave their wives in the dark when things are bad. Some of them may have the mind to come and talk. Some of them will still not say it and they'll keep digging their hole. Before they know it, they don't turn rat move away, they're underground. So if you're the one that you were not telling your wife when all these things were happening, when she was doing all these things, when you started noticing that this is happening, she asked for money, you didn't tell your wife, or all those things. Tell your wife, explain things to her, have an honest, open conversation with her, and tell her that that's your feeling about it, and this is what is happening. What does she think about it? So in that case, you have filled her in. She knows exactly what is happening. So in an event where that crazy baby mama even wants to try to send her a message or try to say something to provoke her, she already knows what's up. So she's just looking at her and laughing. That's the important thing. But if she doesn't know, she's out of it, she doesn't know, and she hears something like that from the baby mama, then you are in trouble. Okay. But if she knows, she'll be the one to defend you. So that is the second thing you do, or even the first one. Because sometimes I'll even prefer that you tell your wife what is happening. And I'm sure any reasonable woman will tell you that, you know what, babe, have a conversation with this woman. Tell her, ask her what is the problem. Because if it is me, that's what I will do. Once you come and you tell me that this is what is happening, I'll tell you, go have a conversation with her. Let's see what's up. Talk with her. If it doesn't work out, okay, we know the next step. And I will dare say that not only talking with her alone, but let us go together and talk with her. Listen, you do that one now, you don't break her. If you do that one, the first time you talk to her alone, she doesn't listen. The second time, invite her. Let your wife be there. and you guys have an amicable conversation, and you let her know that I am talking in front of my wife, this is what has been happening, and it has dawned on us now that you are trying. This is what you are trying to do, but this is how these things are going to happen. I accept responsibility. I'm taking care of my child and everything. But if you're going to go down this road the way you are going, threatening me from access, trying to manipulate me, asking money, trying to destroy my relationship with my family, it's not going to work. And at this point, that is where I say that if you had not involved legal authorities, do it. Involve the legal department. If it means that lawyers have to come in, what have to come in for you guys to sort out this problem and be plain and straight about it, do it. If it means that that is the only way that will take that girl out of your back, do it. Remember that you are not refusing to take off your child. You have been doing it generously, happily, and your wife too knows it. She has never stood on the way. She takes the child to as her own. But this woman, your baby mama, is trying to bring something that will cause division in your home, that will cause divorce in your house. The only way to stop it, have a conversation with her, number one. Have a conversation with your wife. Have a conversation with two of you, you, your wife, and her, and make things straight. If she still doesn't want it, and she's threatening you with child support. Who child support don't kill? Child support has never killed anybody. Do the child support. That time, legal rights have come. Legal department has come in. They have everybody have their day to stay with the child. You pay your child support, or however that the legal department is going to go about it, provided she takes her butt out of your back and keeps her nose off your marriage. It is very important you do that. Now, those are the three. There are so many other things you can do, but I tell you that if you conversation and legal authority, that is the way to go. But that cannot happen if you, the man, are not honest. Like I was saying here, sometimes the women do that because they know how desperate you are concerning that child, and they take that as a weakness. Uncle, stand up. When that child grows up, they will come look for you. I say what? When that child grows up, they will come look for you. All you need to do is make sure that you are keeping and archiving your messages with her, so that in the event tomorrow that the mother says that, why are you looking for this child? You do not take care. There is evidence that with the conversation that you tried everything to get access to the child, but the mom refused. Guys, use your head more than the thing that you are using in between your legs. The problem with you people is that you use what is in between your legs more than what is in your head. Because if the way this one was active, if your brain was that fast, the way the one in between your legs are fast, you'd have been making better decisions. Somebody is manipulating you. Really, you are really seeing the signs, but you are letting it. Let me tell you something. If they refuse access, here in America, there's legal right. They will give you access to your child. Even if they don't give access to your child and you're still paying your child support, listen, that thing will go and find you. That child will grow up and look for you. Just make sure that you constantly are asking and keeping your communication with the mother to meet with him or her. So that tomorrow, They will not, the mother has nothing, no bearings on you, that even God will bear witness. God knows that you try. Okay. So don't let any crazy baby mama come and destroy your marriage, because most of the time it's out of a place of regret, envy. They are not married. If you see baby mamas that are married, then if you have a child with a woman who is married and you are married, you don't have any problem. She is busy taking care of her own family. But you see, the problem is the women, is the single baby mamas. They too get time in their hands. They are too idle. They don't have work to do. So they have time to be thinking about negativity. And I'm pleading also with this, with the women out there. If you are a baby mama to somebody, it's not a crime. That child is a blessing. That child is your blessing. It so happened that the child came. Yes, maybe you were angry because you were not ready. It was a one night stand. Why did you first have the one night stand? Or maybe you were dating and you thought that it was going to end up in a good way. It did not end up in a way. Auntie, it's okay. Because when you start doing these things like that, we don't know how these things affect us tomorrow or our children. We should not sow seeds that are going to affect children tomorrow. Let me read also a scripture on deceit. Okay, we're going to read Proverbs 6:14-15. It says that hold on one second. Let me read it. It says that who plots evil with deceit in his heart, he always stirs up conflicts. So all that thing that you're doing, you are stirring up conflict in somebody's house, even within yourself. You don't know. And what is their reward? Therefore, disaster would overtake him in an instant. He will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. Be warned. If you think that you're going to be deceiving somebody and you go scot-free, be warned. That is the word of God. It's not mine. Disaster will overtake you in an instant, and you will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. And let me tell you, when you are building strife, creating strife within you, you don't know what you're building. You are creating an evil spirit. You are creating evil within you. The little good that you had in you, like I said, it's a snowball effect. You start small. Let me just try this. It works. You go. It works. You go. Before you know, you don't become the evil queen. So I understand that you may be from a point of resentment. He has done something bad. You regret. But auntie, you have the child. He's taking care of you, of the child, because his responsibility is not you. He's taking care of the child. Be content with that. Take care of yourself. If only you would take your focus away from that man, he is married and gone. Even if you go back, even if he divorces that woman, you go back there until you will not stay in that marriage because he's not yours. So let him take care of his child quietly, in peace. In matter of fact, a wise woman, if you are wise, you will instead create a good relationship instead with that woman safe, so that she will take care of your child whenever your child comes there. They will not maltreat your child for you. But you are creating something that at the end of the day, the man himself said, I don't want to see this child in my house. Don't do that. Concentrate on yourself. Build yourself. Your own man is somewhere. Don't create a personality that is not yours. Because you are angry. Don't create that personality. So, and for the men, be open with your spouse. Most of you people, you just take things, you hide them, you are trying to fight it on your own. Uncle, you cannot fight this thing on your own. Not be muscles. It's not six packs. Wisdom and the word of God. Just do what God wants you to do. Talk that thing out with your wife, and that problem will be solved. So that's what I have for us here today. If you have baby mama drama, start solving it. And the way to solve it is have that conversation with her and your wife. 3 of you sit down and talk about that child. If she doesn't want to budge, blackmail is a crime in America. In case you don't know, it's a big crime. She could be sued for blackmailing you. So don't take it lightly. I don't like when men sit down and say, well, what will I do? If I do this, she will restrict me access. My dear, the child will grow and come to you. After all, so many people grew up without their father. Their mother took care of them. That's why I like Africa. In Africa, you do this thing. You see a man that has given you, that got you pregnant, and is taking care of you. Then you want to try to bring this kind of thing. The way they will pack you one side there. The way they will pack you one side, you go understand, say, Kakino be leather. But here in America, people are westernized. Uncle, wake up. If any baby mama succeeds to destroy your marriage, uncle, you let it happen. Because that woman in the house, she's not supposed to fight with her. You are supposed to command respect. So if you let it, if any baby mama issue destroys your marriage, then the man let it. Sometimes it goes as far as the man even starts sleeping back with the baby mama. Sure, that story for another day. So that's what I have for us today. Signs of blackmail from baby mama: manipulation, threatening you to take the custody of the child if you don't grant her demands, calling you odd hours to come and see the baby, or the baby is sick, or blah, 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 blah. Uncle, take the child to the hospital. I'll meet you in the hospital. Don't go to her house. Huge demands, unnecessary demands, okay? Trying to take you away from your family time. Once you notice all those small things that makes no sense, if it doesn't feel right, know that it's wrong. If it does not feel right within you, uncle, it is wrong. Talk to your wife about it. Stop playing games. Talk to your wife about it. Talk to your baby mama about it. 3 of you sit down and sort this thing out and involve legal authority if need be. Pay the child support if need be. If she doesn't want custody, uncle, leave the child. The child will grow and find you. So many children grow up and look for their parents, for their fathers. So the child will come back to you. It is your blood. Okay? So that is what I have for us today. I hope that you were blessed. If you watch this in replay, please share it to everyone in your contact, especially the men. I need them to hear it. And men, our men, start using the upper brain. The one in between your legs is more active than the one up. Use the one up. Make it more active. Because the one down is the one causing wahala. Now, when you cause the wahala, the one up cannot solve the problem. So, as you're using your legs, your third leg or whatever thing is between your legs, begin to use your head too. So, this is what I have for us this weekend. You all have a blessed weekend. I hope you were blessed. I hope it meant something to you. Give me those thumbs ups whenever you watch it. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe at the YouTube Blissful Couples Corner, and also follow me on Facebook. I have just few more followers for me to start being with what monetized, but that's not even the goal. I just want this to reach a lot of people. The message here, I just wanted to reach a lot of people. So just share as much as you can so we can reach people that really need this message. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed weekend, and I will see you all next week. I love you all so, so, so much. Take care, and take care. Bye for now.